6 items, 4.
6 items, 4.
Ma'am, I'm looking at the location 123 Los Traques. Seems to be already in New Mexico. There's a female. Seems to be covered in blood, carrying a newborn, walking back and forth.
7-4, is New Mexico out with you?
Negative, ma'am. She's also... Stand by.
6 items, 2.
6 items, 2. I'm in a route. Ma'am, just for information, she's also wearing a long white dress. I'm not trying to make contact.
Yeah, 54.
Where I saw her. I swear I saw her. So I told him, well, what happened? And so he basically told me that he was, patrolling. When he saw this female walking, he followed her for a while in the unit. When he tried to step out and approach her, I guess he accidentally opened his mic. That's when he was yelling for her, ma'am, ma'am. And that's what we all heard. So anyways, he said that as he kept walking towards her and trying to approach her, he couldn't reach her. As the faster he was walking towards her, that's as fast as she was moving away from him. So she wouldn't turn around and look at him or acknowledge him at all. So he kept trying to follow her. And then she turned a corner. So at this time, his supervisor was already there with him. And they both turned the corner where she did. It was like some sort of alleyway or something like that at that area. And when they turned the corner, there was a dead end. So he said there was nowhere that she could have gone. And he said it was maybe like a large fence, from what I recall, at that dead end. She would have had to have jumped that fence with an infant in her hands within a matter of seconds before they could see her, and there's no way. And when Daniela got there, they checked all the other side where if she would have jumped, it would have been, and there was nothing to be found. He said they looked for footprints, they looked for maybe blood drippings or something, and they could find nothing.
Oh, man.
So that's what made it so weird.
She just disappeared.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I got to know, does this kind of stuff happen often?
You know what? I was there for 25 years. That is not the first time an officer's called out that, they're seeing certain things on the road or on a certain roadway or maybe a cotton field, because it's the county. So at night, it's really, really dark out there.
Yeah.
Not lots of unlighted streets. Yes, it's not, I wouldn't say it's common. It doesn't happen, every day or every month or whatever, but I would say maybe a couple of times a year, we do get officers calling out, and we would also get public calling in, certain people or certain things that they see, and those are like what we would call regular calls, because we get them, it happens every time during the same time of the year.
Which is?
Oh my gosh, one of them was that one we would always get, and I don't know if they still do, because I haven't been there now for almost 3 years. But we used to get calls. People would be sighting a female walking down Loop 375 over there close to Montana.
Yeah.
Basically in the middle of the night as well, trying to flag people down.
Ooh.
And once we would get units over there, of course, there was nobody to be found, either north, east, or west, in either direction.
Oh, wow.
And the story behind that one was, and that was a while back as well, but that a female or a pedestrian had, died on Loop 375, And that was who people kept seeing during around the same time the accident occurred and the same clothing description.
Oh,
Wow.
God. Oh, my God.
What about
Yeah.
this? What about this bloodied woman with a child? You've gotten other calls about that as well in the same area, Los Trocas, I believe it's called, the road.
No, Los Traques.
Los
And
Traques.
I say no, and I would say no because of the fact that that isn't our jurisdiction. That's New Mexico. So if anybody was to be calling somebody in, it would be going to the 911 center there in New Mexico, not with us.
Well, and
The only reason we got that was because it was our officer that happened to follow her over the county line.
I
Which
see.
is why we got that.
But, okay, but here's an interesting thing too. In that conversation on the PRI Facebook page, where Monica says, hey, it absolutely happened. A lady by the name Noemi replied, and I quote, "I remember Baca told me when he saw her at the truck stops and he got out to chase her down and she just disappeared." So
Right.
Yee. So
she's in the New Mexico side.
No. I don't know if she's going to get upset or anything, but she is actually also a communications officer on our side.
Oh, on your side, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. However, she wasn't, when this incident occurred, she was not employed with us at the time.
Uh-huh.
So she is now. But that's why I replied to her, because the other comments I was seeing, people were saying, well, I don't believe it. I don't think it's real. This sounds fake, or, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't want to reply to those people because I don't know who they are, and I didn't really want to start a fight or a Facebook war.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk to somebody I knew. So when I saw Naomi had commented, I replied to her just to kind of make it known that, yeah, it did occur, and whoever was reading the comments would see that at least I was trying to, show that it wasn't fake. It did happen.
Well, yeah, that's why we reached out to you, because
Yeah.
we read the comments. So let me ask you, Monica, do you believe that police officer and others before and after have seen La Llorona?
Yes, I do. And as a matter of fact, not that day, I want to say a few nights later, other officers from the Upper Valley, which is what we call that area, were calling me to basically back him up because, they were saying, we had gotten a call from a sergeant up there, and he said, he was one of our sergeants at the time, and he said it's true that they also have spoken with the deputies from the Daniana Sheriff's Office, and they all confirmed the same stories. And as a matter of fact, the officers that had showed up with that unit that night, they said when their dispatchers notified them about what was going on their side, they already knew what they were approaching, because they have dealt with it many, many times before on that side.
Okay, so that's my question would be, because you hear about pilots who say, "Oh my God, I think I saw a UFO," and other pilots are like, "Dude, come on." So the officers back each other up. They're like, "No, dude, I seen this."
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Because everybody questions it, and like I said, we did at the moment. We questioned ourselves. We had to replay it before I answered him again, because I was like, I just wanted to make sure what my response was going to be. It does happen, and as a matter of fact, UFO sightings do happen as well. It's across the board. The
Well,
gamut.
yeah, look how much space we've got out here. There's plenty of room for them to land those things.
They do. Everybody in the county sees a lot of things at night, and even, like I said, my officers have, back in the day, like I said, I have 25 years there. I'm talking maybe 20 years ago, I actually had a deputy chasing a UFO.
Oh my God.
On the radio. And if I had access to those recordings, I would let you all hear them, but obviously I don't. But it does occur, it does happen.
Yeah.
And we just have to take it like any other call. We have to treat it the same as any other one. We can't dismiss it or say, you're really not seeing what you're seeing. We have to take the officer serious.
You know
Law
what we have to
enforcement,
do?
keeping you safe from UFOs and La Llorona. Thank God you guys want to do that job. Because,
Absolutely.
Lord,
Yeah.
man.
And then, I don't know if you caught this, but it happened during that bewitching hour.
Yes.
Yes.
That whole
It did.
between 2 and 4 a.m. window.
Monica.
Yeah.
And when he called me back, he was getting ready to leave, to go home off duty. And I told him, I said, man, you know what? You need to go see a curandera and get a limpia.
For real.
You need to keep looking in your back mirror. And he was like,
real.
I'm going to go to church tomorrow.
Right?
Like,
Burn some sage in your car.
Yeah.
We need
Exactly.
to we need to find a way to get Monica a job back there so she can
Right?
find those recordings. Monica, by chance, if you know the police officer, if you can get a hold of him,
Yeah.
please have him call us. We would love to speak to him. Hear that
Well, I
side.
want to say, I'm not sure, but because it's been a while, I can't remember his name. Obviously, he was really a cool guy. But his comments are also on that Facebook stream.
Really?
If you-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you read closer to the bottom of those comments, not my thread, but a few comments down,
Okay.
he says on there, I'll never forget that night, and I still have to look that direction every time I pass by there. So he's on
Okay.
there, but he's not using his name.
Oh, okay. We'll take
All
a
right.
look.
We'll try to track him down.
Girl, thank
Okay.
you so much.
I
Oh,
appreciate
Sure, no problem.
you. Thanks for
No problem.
thanks for reaching out and letting us talk to you about this.
yeah.
Yeah, it was my pleasure.
Thanks,
Bye.
Monica.
All right, thank you.
My gosh, now I don't know what to think. I might have to rethink this whole Llorona thing.
Oh, my God. I'm
Because I told you, man, I Googled like crazy, all kinds of different combinations. I could not find a story about any woman
With a child.
bloodied that may have murdered her children in the area or anything like the folklore.
Well, no, because it
You know?
happened in the 1800s.
Possibly. It could be.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to have to rethink all of this, man.
Dude, every single day, I am so thankful that somebody wants to do that job.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Wow. Okay.